I finally upgraded from an iPhone 6 to down iPhone 13 Pro Max. And I don't expect to be for people to be up. I'm mad I'm up right now, but I woke up early, smoked about 3 blunts, made a live. Somehow it was 48 people in there, and I didn't expect that. I didn't expect nobody to hop on. The whole time, the most people I probably saw was 6 people. I'm not used to that. But I am getting close to 500 subscribers to where I can make money from it. And I didn't expect it to take this long, but I'm glad because it was a lesson. Because at the same time, every time I tried to put out a message, even if it got disrupted, it didn't come out the way I wanted to. Because niggas don't know. There's videos that's on here that's horrible, and I was still trying to say it. That's why you might hear me say the same thing. Right now, I'm saying the same thing because I haven't really been writing and looking up shit and on like some editing videos, even though that's what I need to be doing right now. And to be honest, that's what I'm gonna do. Because when I said I tested myself from fasting, like I didn't fast on no spiritual shit. I think I fasted just because I was hurt. Low key, high key, I got the best dick in the world. I was sad, and it seemed like my dick wasn't the same, but that was just because I was sad, and I was jacking off too much. But period, like, jacking off shouldn't be a reason why your dick getting soft. It's really not. It's just you can waste a lot of minerals doing that shit. Like my ass, if I got the jacking off, I bust like 12 nuts. That's why I'm. That's why I can't do it because I actually like sex. I like fucking. So when it comes to me detaching, and it's different now, like I actually like fucking to the point you call me an info. But when I detached from it, it wasn't like I was trying to detach from it. It just happened like that to the point where I wasn't really noticing. It's like now it's like people trying to reach out and say I might try somebody like they easy, and then I might check myself. But when somebody else try to try me like it's easy, like I don't like that shit because I'm not an easy person. Like you're not about to get me easily. Not saying I'm purposely trying to play a game because I hate games. Games is like I don't feel like you should play a game with somebody when you're trying to get to know someone because that's fake. Because like it's not like a real illustration of that person, especially if you're playing with them. If you're acting a certain way, that's like you giving out that energy of you acting. It's like I don't know. I mean I do know. I just like say if you got whoever's single, whoever's not, we're gonna get to that because it's a little harder. That's when you really have to deal with yourself. But like the ones that's single and you try to meet somebody new, you know how you could be mean to someone without knowing you being mean just because they trying to talk to you. It's kind of like them gold digger videos. Like a person have a nice ass car, but they don't know it. They just walk up to them like they homeless or something, and they try them like a regular person, see what they on, and they deny them. Then when they see if they got a nice ass car, they're all in their face trying to ride in it, trying to go out on a date now. Like that's kind of fake. But one thing I know about when people meet each other, depending on the type of person you're meeting, most people try to impress. So it's like you can lie about a lot of shit just trying to impress someone, even though you're not really lying, but at the same time you're lying. Like I don't suggest lying at the beginning of a relationship. Keep it completely honest, you feel me? At the beginning of a relationship, keep it completely honest. That's what I'm saying. We at 24 people on here, 7 likes. I'm not used to this. Hello, everyone. This is what I've been waiting for. I literally predicted this because when niggas talk, everybody's talking about timelines now. And for people who's actually been with me, it's probably like a good handful to like 10 people that was actually listening to what I was trying to say. Like, I've been talking about these dimensions, and it was something crazy coming from me. Even myself, I would be like, yo, this is crazy. Like, how am I saying this right now? I'm the last person, like I'm a dropout. Like, I wasn't stupid as a dropout, but, you know, in my eyes, I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm about to just go to the army. But I didn't never do that shit. And through my awakening, I started realizing some shit. That all the codes is really in you. So, you know, when you be hearing people say that, y'all with someone who actually seen it. So if you didn't see it and you was getting a little suspect about what people be saying, I'm actually someone who's seen it. And I'm only saying this not for attention, but also as part of my shadow work, because this is no fear. Like, my homie used to be like, yo, you need to chill out with that shit, because at first you'd be like, you need to make a podcast. Then you start saying you need to chill out, because this is the type of shit people get murked for. But I crossed over. Like, you got niggas with walk-ins and all types of shit. Like, the only person that really explained it is Rashad Jamal. And free my man Rashad Jamal. You feel me? He's the only person that really explained it correctly. But I'm glad he did, because that helped me understand the other 4 phases of the dragon during the year. So you have your Lionsgate portal, your 8-8 portal. But the thing is, you have 3 other alternates of that. Okay? Right now, we're in the 3rd one. Okay? So everyone's saying New Year's is January 1st. Really, the months is 3 months behind from now, on a whole different type of, like, on the solar time. Like, the time that they're really on. That's really why they evaluate 3 months ahead. It's part of a hedging method, which ties back to Delta management, which is tied to Delta business, the meaning. I don't really hear nobody else talk about Delta, but that's my lane, I'm gonna say, which is our lane, because we need to understand this, okay? I'm gonna keep saying it till the shit goddamn go viral. I wasn't thinking that at first, but now I'm gonna say that, okay? Because A plus B equals C, okay? And I heard that all my life, but now I see that's talking about the brain. That's how anxiety could affect you, affect your crown, when your chakras are not aligned. Because now that A and B is like that 1 and 2. Now you have the divisions of your 4 elements, okay? But just like that Lionsgate portal, you have 4 phases. So 4 months, no, every 3 months is pretty much like a Lionsgate portal that denotes into a higher state. What we're going into is the GOAT portal, okay? So I think to that dragon, you had the lion, the eagle, the goat, something else. But yeah. And then the other one, like the cherubim, it shows like 3 different animals with the face like the ox. Okay, that ties back to like April, because April is really your New Year's. Okay, but getting back to the point, because I could say some shit about to happen in December, but really it can happen in March because December is really March. Okay, and then June is really September, and June is really March type shit. That's why December really matches up with the springtime with the birthday or whatever. But now that we in the frequency of the 2400, that's when Christ was supposed to return, right? The shit are if it's Christ consciousness, that shit already returned. So now they trying to introduce their motherfucking leader, goddamn, aka Zeus ass. You feel me? That's who they trying to introduce right now. Because if you want to talk about Christ consciousness, the shit low key already been here. Same shit low key be happening every 12 years. There's something that happened in the 80s that has something tied to the birth certificate, and I'm going to figure that shit out. Because if you look at the top right corner, I don't know what's on yours, mine got a 119. It's a different type of number. And when I try to look for the answers, I can't find it, so it's sus. Stop being in the dark. Hey, Olivia. Yo, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know what I was talking about before everyone hopped on here. I, like, I shouldn't even be drinking. Really, I was trying to drink to go to sleep. And just because I got shit to do in the morning, I be having way too much energy. I don't advise that for people. I mean, maybe get some wine or something. But me, I'm on a parasite cleanse. I really haven't been eating, not even noticing it. I'm not sick. I'm actually fine. But like, I mean, yeah, if anything from whatever I say or anyone else say, never take it as a fearful thing. Take it as an awareness. Because when you're talking about dealing with chakras, your chakras are blocked by emotions. Okay, these man-made emotions. It's like from you being a kid growing up, you wouldn't be scared of bugs really like that unless you saw on TV or heard from someone else they was scared. Now you're downloading that. Now you're changed up. Like I realized that for my kids. Like my kids used to look at bugs like, oh my gosh, so cool. And then when they get around other people, start getting scared of stuff they wasn't scared of. You know? So that like downloads as you grow up. You feel me? It's just like if you was spoiled as a baby and you was taught certain love and then you grow up and you start seeing it expressed differently because your parents is stressed out or maybe something like that. Or even in relationships, like that's why you have to look at things like as a reflection. Because they say opposites attract, but I don't really look at opposites as opposites anymore. I look at it as reflections. It's just like building natural energy. You're going to understand that shit during your fast. I call it the 360 fast, which is if you can make it through a year plant-based, a lot of things is not going to be able to live in your body, period. And I'm saying that as a living testament or testimony. But like when you start seeing it now, everyone's talking about it, then it's kind of like a dream for me, but it's confirmations. So I'm trying to be a confirmation for you. These chakras are awarenesses that are blocked by man-made emotions that doesn't and match truth. It's just like fear that could keep you in your root chakra, because fear, you could do a lot of things in fear and then blame it on love. Like a lot of things people say they did out of love that was crazy. Yeah, they probably loved them, but most of it came from them being fearful. Like, and your root deals with that chaos energy, which actually deals with an activation. I don't know if some people on here that be dreaming or just like having out of body experiences and your spine heat up. That's that shit. I wish I could see what I named this so I could actually talk about it, because I think if I talk about whatever I was talking about, relationships, it'll go like that. That's why I didn't want to look at my phone, because I got too excited. I saw 28 people on here. See how it is right now? One person. I got 8 likes too. That's not normal. That is not normal. And I don't even know if it's my subscribers on here. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm just not gonna look at my phone for this, bro. Cause I don't know. I don't know what niggas want to really talk about. One thing I do want to do is start from the beginning and break everything down on high def on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. You feel me? Cause I really got the sauce from everything. That's the only reason I made a live earlier. I mean, I was bored. But at the same time, we're at the frequency 2400. And really, that's supposed to be a reset. For real, for real. That's supposed to be a reset. I give it 9 days after. Okay, so Christmas would have been, or so-called Christmas would have been goddamn 2402. So the 23rd, that's when they started talking about the Pope opening the doors. Whoop-de-whoop. All right. So that was the start of the conjure. Okay. The thing is, January 27th, going into January, they're going to start doing a lot of bullshit. If Trump gets murked, he gets murked. At this point, I really don't give a fuck. Because I know, I mean, if it's really like, because me, if I was to have a clone and I had the money to make clones, it'd be because it's on Rick and Morty shit. Nigga, I'm too smart. People want to kill me type shit. And I feel like that's what a lot of them be going through, but I don't think a lot of them that smart. I don't know. And that's something I battle, because I actually got industry friends. And it came to a point where I felt like I was being sacrificed, or trying to be sacrificed on some weird shit. And the thing is, I couldn't go against it, because the only way I was able to tell y'all this information is by not going against it. So when it was seeming weird, I went along with it anyway, because it made sense. So me knowing that I have a clear mind, right? That's when you unlock your chakras, you literally clear your mind like Neo from the Matrix. So when Morpheus was telling Neo, free your mind, it was talking about the art of detachment, dealing with the chakras, because that's really all you're doing. detaching from emotions that serves you no purpose at all. Like, yes, love is cool. That's pretty much like doing the right thing over the bad thing. But at the same time, what people call bad things, you might have to do that just out of love. And people use that as an excuse to rob and steal. That's why a lot of people are in jail over females at the end of the day. I'm not about to get into that, but it always come back to that. But it's just like these chakras, bro. It's really real. I have to get back to writing because I done wrote 3 books to the point where I could expose a lot of shit. It's just a lot of it got damaged, ripped out. Somehow I got a whole bunch of spit all over one book. And I know it's spiritual warfare because you literally have to use your heart space to discern. Because your heart space is the energy or the concept of the energy. It's like my my motto with that shit is, I'm sorry for my profanity, but the motto for it is, if it's not righteous, it's not right. Okay? So it's like, say if you was trying to cut somebody off, don't try to cut them off and be mean. Just if you, that's what you're going to do. Cut them off because it's the righteous thing to do. It's like, if I meet a female, I know I could goddamn whoop-de-whoop, even if I felt like they was annoying. I don't care if they look good as hell, but I don't be trying to deal with that no more. Like, that's some whole player shit. Like, I'm actually an attractive person. So I chipped my tooth. That really bothered me, especially how it happened. Just because I was talking about higher consciousness to someone. Dapped him up, he left. I was thinking about setting up shop, investing in the crystals because I had a good job, making like a band, $1,200 a week, doing some simple shit. And that was new for me. And I picked up on somebody else's karma. I'm not trying to talk shit to him, but about him. Because it'd be crazy if he was listening now. Not saying if it's him, but that was my brother, you feel me? I was grounding, stopped the rain. I rolled up a blunt. That's why I actually fuck with cannabis. It's really powerful. And I feel like that's like, if they say cannabis come from Canis Major, a different star system, everyone's rocking with that because it sounds dope. It sounds official. I mean, I believe it because it resonates. The whole thing about when it resonates and it's truth and you don't go against that truth, that starts to open up gates within you. Just like how it's happening outside, like in nature and shit, that's still happening with you. Even if you don't remember these dreams, it's happening within you. It's happening through your subconscious. Like, even if it's one person on here right now, then you here for a reason. Like, I'm not a person to brag about myself. It's just weird for me. And then it can seem like I'm just trying to be cool or better than somebody else. I can see how somebody could pick that up. But if you never forget who I am, once you know me, you would know that's not me. So for that being an example, sometimes that's how anxiety is. You can create a situation or think that's how the person is just because of what you dealt with. And sometimes that person can actually, like me speaking for myself, I can't speak for everybody. Yes, I lied before and doing all that extra shit, but I really be to myself. I don't really talk to females, but when I do talk to a female, they don't believe me and say I talk to a lot of females or something, like they know me or something. But until, like, say we have intercourse or we actually chill in person, because I ain't gonna lie, I low-key start trying to do the dating online shit, but that I don't really deal with that neither. It's weird. Only just because some people act weird. But like, I'd rather meet somebody in person. And for my tooth, I dealt with somebody else's karma, and I peeped that shit. Cause it was some Saturn and Pisces going on. I remember Monty, she explained it really good. She was talking about it. And it was something I had to listen to about 2 or 3 times. And should have replayed it again. It's just like listening to me. If I don't have a straight concept to talk about, like right now, I'm just talking. But listening to me, bro, you actually gotta like stick through my videos to see what the hell I'm talking about. I already know. It's to the point I want to delete so much on here, but at the same time I can't, because whatever I need to say be in that video somewhere. It's just, that was my subconscious working. So, because the subconscious could do some things that you won't want it to because of your spirit or your mood. But at the end of the day, no, I mean, not say that. Because actually, no, that's actually right. Because your spirit, your mood, in my eyes, I call it the perspective. And your soul, I call that like your sub. So depending on your perspective, that deals with your mood or your spirit. Because your mood deals with your spirits too. So, but the thing is, your spirit needs to be operating like consciously. So that's your conscious, and then your soul's like your sub. Your spirit's perspective needs to match truth. So the soul can start to teach the spirit type shit. It's pretty much you teaching self. Or like the angel rising up the fallen. You got your left and your right. You got the angel on one side, demon on one side type shit. Now the angel is started to show light to the demon to raise him back up to grace. Because everyone's talking about, like, they so graceful, nigga. This is karma if you hear. Real karma. Talking about school, it's a karma. If not, it's the real metaverse. Because actually, since I'm getting to that, I'm just not gonna look at my phone for nobody listening. But I'm about to get into it. We in the real metaverse. Okay? Just the fact that I'm sitting here, to the point it seems like I made up this timeline. But really, I can't even teach anyone about supreme mathematics. Like, it be people who know certain things and be like, what's the math type shit. If you ask me that, I'm not going to be able to answer you, bro. Or sis. Just to keep it a buck. I'm keeping it totally 100. I didn't copy anything I have from nobody. I didn't do none of that. That's why I'm on here telling y'all. is weird for me. So I might sound crazy. I need to chill out the profanity because I don't know who be listening. And I wish I'd never slowed down on here. Cause at one time I did get fearful. Like, but the thing is, I learned that I wasn't. Even when I felt like I wasn't in complete peace, I had other people telling me about it just to remind me. And I don't even like niggas saying that shit around me. So I feel like you trying to hit a lick on me. Just to be like, oh, your energy is so, yeah. It's just the fact, I don't know. Like, it's real spiritual people out here around where I stayed, but the ones that I met, I know they wasn't really on it. Even people I started seeing on here, I'm not, that's why I get back to saying I don't feel like I'm better than nobody. I don't feel like that at all. Trust me. I would chill with a homeless person. I would chill with anyone. Literally. I'm not saying that to say that. Not saying that's what I would choose to do, but like, put me anywhere, I'm adapting. Yeah. Like, I don't even know what the fuck I was getting to. But yeah, I can't teach you supreme mathematics. But at the same time, you get to ask me all these questions. Like I'm not really a book person. You feel me? When I was a kid, yeah. But I used to choose the easiest books to read, like Captain Underpants and shit. You feel me? Not them long ass Jones. But now I actually like it. You feel me? Just because all my peoples took the shot. You know, a lot of things I heard in the community, you need to leave these people. And then I understand that shit. I fully understand that shit. But I also fully understand my enemy. And just knowing what that I actually did the works without knowing that I was doing the works. It just made sense. I was, for some reason in my head when I was a kid, I don't know, somebody told me niggas would be eating fruit in heaven. I don't know if I was dreaming, but since a kid, that's what I believe. I was like, I never fasted. Not talking shit on my peoples, but I never seen them complete a whole fast without eating a little hot dog here and there or something, a little chili on it. You feel me? The only thing I could say I'd never completely cut off was cigarettes, and I hate that. How is cigarettes legal and pure weed isn't? That is crazy. Like, weed actually repairs the DNA. Weed, going back to how weed is actually a star plant, because weed actually operates like the sun when you take it in. It actually duplicates the cells, right? Which is why you feel high or high frequency. You'll get sleepy off of weed a lot when your body needs to repair. It's just like being in the sun all day, sun gazing. It'll help you sleep because it's helping with your melatonin. Just like pineapples too. Like, I've been seeing like little reels and stuff. They say pineapples is fake, but me, it's not fake for me. Shit. put it in the ground, grow another one. It also has seeds. The shell, in my eyes, protected. The acid literally clears your throat and everything down. And when you look it up, it's good for your melanin because it's a solar plexus fruit. It really focuses on your solar plexus the most. Trust me, I used to eat 2 pineapples a day. Eat it like an apple. Just take the skin off, hold the leaves, and just bite into it. Catch all the juice. Either that or blend it up. I suggest get to it before they start fucking with them. I guess they started doing that some places, but I don't know. My eyes, pineapples, out of all the fruits that I was eating and stopped eating randomly, pineapple's been straight. I got a pineapple on my floor right now. That's what I'm saying. When you battling with the foods, the best way to do it is just when you tired, and you need to make a change. That's when you really gonna do it. But when you don't feel like that, it's best that you do it before you get forced into a situation to where you're forced to do it. You feel me? So invest into your health. Like fruits, out of everything, is more cheap if you buy a lot. Because for it to work faster, you can't eat it in small portions. Like say if you get a bag of grapes, these days it's gonna come up probably like $5, $6 or maybe more. Eat the whole shit. You feel me? Eat the whole thing. Like wash them off, get them straight. Take the whole bag with you on the way to work or something. Eat the whole bag. If you don't eat the whole bag while you get to work, take it with you. Because you can low-key just grab it out the bag type of shit. Feel me? Eat the whole bag. Get like 3 mangoes. Eat that shit. Just compare it to like you going out to eat. Get a salad. You know how you get the big salads? Maybe like $4 to $7. Eat that whole shit. You feel me? Like, it's not going to be bad for you. Like, you're not going to overdose on some shit like that. If anything, you will overdose eating cheeseburgers like that. You feel me? Like, it's going to seem weird at first, but if you already got it, get you some parasite cleansers, little charcoal shit. A lot of the pills and stuff you can make on your own. And really, if you get it on your own and start making it on your own, you'll have more of it. You can make it to where it hits your system faster. Because, like, say the parasite cleansers I started looking at the herbs, everything that's in it. I'm like, yo, it tells me to take 1 or maybe like 2 a day. Nigga, I'm taking 4. Like, that's just me. I'm not telling you to do it, but that's just me. Like, back in the day with a cough drop, I need 2 or 3 gulps. I'm not taking a little teaspoon. I need 2 or 3 gulps. You feel me? So I'm gonna know it's gonna work after that. Just like the ibuprofens. That's like the most I would take. It's an ibuprofen. But like, it's a battle, bro. But the fruit is the easiest way. Just get your favorite fruit and get a lot of it, and just plan to eat a lot of that shit. Maybe pick one fruit that you want to eat the whole month. Like the nigga that worked out a lot, he used to eat a whole bunch of meat and make videos, like big sandwiches, like the shark dude. Now he be working out, his skin look gold. Yeah, that shit really starts to happen. Like, I got tints on my car now, but my old whip, I was literally just eating straight fruit and drinking it and eating halal with with the little lentils and the rice and stuff. Get my carbohydrates and stuff. People say that's bad, but I don't know. I kind of fuck with the Asian and the Spanish diet when it comes to food on a plant-based style. Feel me? Like me, I mean, I know a lot of other people doing better than me, but I never really was able to cut out the cheese. I mean, I don't do milk. So with the almond milk, the chocolate though, because I like chocolate milk. But really, a lot of that shit not even good. It came to the point where I just wasn't eating. Like my peoples took me to the Myrtle Beach for my birthday, so I ain't never been there. And he was like, bruh, why are you not eating? And I was eating from the sun a lot. And I didn't really want to eat a lot of meat and stuff like that. Because when you start to do that, like, it'll really fuck with you. That's why I be saying you need to fast, you know? Because it will help you reproduce the cells you need to interact with the sunlight. Because it's really the UVC radiation, which is the E. And your ABCs, the epsilon, it's like it's either that or the cough. It's like the shaft, it's like a shaft with a circle on top of it. Feel me? But that represents the light that's connecting the planes. So when you put one cough on top of another cough, now that light is connecting the planes. So when the planes are connecting, those are your dimensions connecting. It's just like if you line up one sun, another sun, another sun, and another sun, and those suns deal with different solar systems, that light is connecting. So it's like, say if it was lined up like a square, now that's making different dimensions and shit. But the different dimensions is like cube-like. So 4, 5, 6 settled, that was like 3 cubes, which is the 3 crosses. Okay, so dealing with the 6 is a hexagon, a hexagonal shape. Now dealing with the 7, I can't really remember that. Might be like a tetra or something. If it is, tetra is really significant because it deals with your tetracovalent bonds, which is your carbon and hydrogen bonds, your A and B's. Now when they're dissociating, that causes paralysis from heat and light. And paralysis is lysis. Para and tetra is like the 2 significant prefixes dealing with the shit that's going on. Promise you that. It's weird. So I was saying it's like a 12-year cycle, but really it's an 11-year cycle. Reason people's talking about it's only 11 dimensions and you go way higher. And then there's like a ascension level, like with your master numbers and shit. $33 is the meridian. 36 is the completion. 33 is like the meridian, like being the light that I was explaining, like with the epsilon or the cough. Because now, When you tap into that sun, now you're tapping into higher planes that sun's connected to, which is connected to the whole fucking solar system and everything. You feel me? And that's a good thing because you could develop yourself, but you have to know they know that shit too. So now they have all these platforms like YouTube and stuff where you can express stuff like that, and they're watching it so they could get answers to understand you also. Because even if this was a brain simulation, they're taking surveys what's going on with you. Like, none of this technology is new. Feel me? Everything around you is a reflection of you, like a dream. We just gave them access to the dream. Just let that sink. If it ain't right, it ain't righteous. The thing about cannabis, it could seem more healthy because it really helps people not get sick, even if they eat meat. But it really take you to a higher consciousness if you don't eat meat, and you might not seem so sluggish if you actually on that. Feel me? Because now it's really duplicating your cells. And if it's duplicating your cells like the sun with the right things, now it's repairing the memory, which fights off anything. Because now that helps your immune system rebuild itself as your metabolism speeds back up again. So the fasting is gonna help your gut get rid of all that shit. So really all you gotta do is shit it out, especially if you're trying to lose weight. The working out is gonna tone it up and help you build, because you don't wanna be out here scrawny. It's gonna help you build, help you feel younger, and a more mature body. Your memory will start to come back. Things that you never thought you could remember. And then it's gonna get deeper. So that you remember past lives. You start seeing you. It's kind of like Supercell. He time jumped. It was like an activation, right? He didn't know what the hell happened. He time jumped and met himself in the future. And he told him what he needed to do. And came back. That was pretty much like myself. I met myself in the kingdom. And when I came back, it was really trying to body snatch me. Before that happened, maybe like 3 months before, I was in a low state. But through that 3 months, I changed that whole state. So when that took place during that gate, that Lions Gate opened on the 27th. So I say it's 4 different months of the 27th as it opens. So where shit like that can happen. That shit almost happened to me, bro. It came to the point I was thinking it was the military. You sounding crazy. You can't make it up though. But I know how it is to lose a fight, how it feels. I won. I remember it now. And when I started actually talking to like-minded people, it helped me remember where I went to. Like, my nigga experienced, he had diabetes, and he kind of like froze up in the bathroom type shit in the fetal position. And he was like, he was stuck in it. And he was like, he felt like he met God that day. And when he said that, I had like a flashback, or like a vision, and I saw that shit. I started having these, like, that so Raven visions. Because I used to work a lot and stay up. And sometimes I get off, could go to sleep, so I smoke, so I go to sleep. But I remember I was trying to stay up to wait for somebody, and my head leaned back, like I was nodding off. And as I nodded off, I went to a vision. It was like my native, it was like my Cherokee type phase, or like Native American type phase, you feel me? You feel what I'm trying to say? And I was having visions of that and finding certain rocks, like quartz, to like arrowheads, and connected to another piece, like all type shit that was connected to the dogs that look like wolves just by looking through their eyes. And then people be like, how the fuck did a dog fuck with you? So it's like, I don't know, like the 5D and the 6D on the plane, that's why I started peeping a lot of shit. Like, you know how like dogs, they don't wear shoes. Like a lot of animals don't wear rubber shoes. And a lot of them people called spiritual animals. Why? Because they're tapping into the plane just by them being grounded at all times. So it's like, you can communicate telepathy, but it's easier to communicate it. You can communicate it through the ground just by putting your palm or your feet into it. Because you can ground your hands too, which actually can help loosen up soreness and stuff like that. I'm bored as hell. I don't even know why I'm up. I gotta be up in like 2-3 hours, bro. Be there for like 10 hours. But yeah, if you ain't got no LLC, get your LLC. If you got credit history, that's even better. Work on that. Especially if you got the credit history, you could really write the shit off. You don't really have to pay it. Discharge your debt. I'm starting to learn you can do that in the court system too, and a lot of your bills. Especially if it's tied to your social. There's just a lot of things we don't know. That's why we have to start learning the rules of the game, which the rules ties back to the laws. Because a lot of stuff that Donald Trump is saying is like already valid. So it's not him changing anything, it's something that you could change. But one thing I would at least say is look at YouTube and look into state citizen passport. Because even your birth certificate already says you're sovereign. That's something that says you're not a citizen. I would get copies of that, because I mean, the right way is to send it all out. And I mean, it does cost money, but it'd be shit like that, bro. Shit that could like actually put you in the game, compared to like, cause you can go to a gas station and spend like $50, bro, on bullshit. So it's like right now, I probably spent bread on gas, and I'm just chilling in my car, wasting the gas. Feel me? It's just little investments that put you in the game. Because really, the credit cards is really the wave. If you got a credit history and you somewhere like 6 and above, you could finesse some shit in the next 2, 3 weeks. Get approved for like 20, 50 bands credit. It's just what you do with that. Like, are you gonna make more money with it? Either way, you can use it to put you in a better situation before the shit goes left. You can use it for your sovereignty. You can use it to become a new person. Because your name is really a corporation till you take over your corporation. So you can also use that to take back over your name legally. You feel me? And you can put it outside their jurisdiction. You can get an EIN outside their jurisdiction, which becomes a foreign number, which is why a lot of foreigners get approved for a lot of more shit than other people. It gets deep. But it's like, me, I was stressing myself out because I was learning and I was like, I gotta do it. But I wasn't doing it. So it became a little stressful. But then I had to learn, like, gotta detach from that. Feel me? Because at the end of the day, yeah, you do shit wrong. But me, I already said, when I do it, I'm gonna do it right. That's why I'm gonna take my time to learn. I already rushed some shit. But me, I have a good credit score, but I don't really have the history. I was paying other people's stuff. So, like, all I gotta do is get a couple of security cards, put some money from one check into it, boop. Yeah. So this work shit played out. Then they closing stores, which is gonna open up more businesses for us from our stuff. We just gotta fill in. China low key. We need to send some niggas out there to take over too. Not really on no like takeover shit, but like it's only right. And like Bob Marley said, we gotta spread out on the black man redemption. Spread out, spread out. We need yo. Cause really, it should be getting weird, bro. Like the Jews is really the Russians and the Dravidians, the Indians. Crypto, Russian. I think Putin actually owns crypto, but nobody really knows that. Some dude put that out there, but at the end of the day, that shit either way ties back to Russia. JP Morgan Bank here ties back to Russia, which is the main bank for the US. That's going bankrupt in January. Like, the things, like, I don't like winter time these days. And when I tracked the sun, that's how this timeline kind of developed too. Because it hits sacred spots around the 360, like your sacred numbers. Those degrees, most of the time, are sunspots. For example, 144 is the Los Angeles sunspot, but it's more in the Pacific Ocean. But now that we have these M's and the X flares, the sunspot stretches out, which hits land, which develop more earthquakes, on the land type shit. Really, that's the reason why they have all them earthquakes, because it's right by a sunspot type shit. So The East Coast is also on the fault line, but most of that is in the water. But it actually goes up the East Coast. It's kind of like, I feel like it's pyramids all through that shit that goes all the way to the Bermuda. I told y'all, the 72, the 77 represents India, the Indian Ocean, which might be the new pole because the 72 represents that hertz of the gamma state, which represents the eye. You hear gamma, that's dealing more with your pineal gland. Even with the C flares, that's a gamma flare. Okay? The C flares are gamma flares. So that's dealing with the 72 hertz because the brain wave of a gamma is the 72. That's why I say the new pole for my predictions. I'm saying random shit. I feel like India is. And I haven't watched the video, but I think there's a video on something like that. Like, that shit's heating up. You feel me? They did something with the pipes, too. That's how I know these countries is really closer than what they seem just because of degrees. The map that they show is the map that traces the sunspots that go around. But when you use the degrees from the degrees that they gave or given to us, well, yeah, to the degrees they gave to us, like, I think it's 72 east, 0 north. Goes into like the Indian Ocean sword. I really feel like they changed it up. That's why I was writing it down when I was looking it up. Because I started peeping after a while, they change it up. Especially after I talk about it. Like, there'll be videos, there's no one looking at it, or there's one person looking at it. So I was surprised. 28 people hopped on the live out of nowhere. But I looked at my phone. It got messed up what I was saying. Really mad though, cause it's like, I'm not mad. It's just, yeah, I got a little job now, but it's like, if they fired me, they fired me. Like, at the same time, I'm not trying to be late and deal with that energy. Cause it's like, when I be peeping where it's coming from, I be having to choose. Like I really be feeling people, and it's like, I really understand what it means to be an empath. And it takes a lot of shadow work too. Because telepathy is more than just telepathy is communication, but it's more than just talking. Telepathy is really the manifestation, like the power. It's like radio communications, how they can send frequencies to send messages, or send frequencies to make an operation happen. Sending a cue. It's kind of like how the brain works. How your brain sends signals to your nerves and all through your nervous system. It's the same thing. And these frequencies is hitting the planet. And a lot of people don't know the planet is still, the planetary body is still part of their nervous system. And when you say you're connected to the cosmos, then that's part of your nervous system too. It's just when you're not eating right in this body, a lot of that energy that was trying to transmute back to your body, a lot of it can't really It's like, if you go somewhere and you remember everything yesterday, then you go somewhere and maybe get drunk and black out and you don't remember shit. It's kind of like that with the dreams. You might not remember at that moment, but you're going to remember at some time. Especially if you start to fast. It's just, you're going to have to discern with yourself because that shit can change you. Okay? You just start developing a power, your power. But really, it's not even a power. It's not even being smart or this consciousness. At the end of the day, is you connecting back to you. It's like, yeah, you can't speed up when somebody else is gonna awaken, but you can talk to their subconscious. Because when a person's not listening, they might react and show some defensive ways. They still listen. It's just like when you're a kid, your parent might say something to you, you didn't really listen, but then when you was out somewhere away from them, you heard something they said in your head, like a light bulb click. That's what happens when you speaking your truth. So just because someone don't fuck with it, you can't really get mad. You still have to stay in your energy. It can interfere you that way. Like me, I grew up in the church, and I pretty much just broke away from that shit. And I don't stay on my own. I mean, I should have, but shit went left, and me and my people still together. And I actually like it like that because low-key keeping me away from shit that I don't need to be around. And at the end of the day, they still love me. If I ain't got nobody else, I got them. Feel me? I just wish they didn't take the shot. So I be trying to tell them stuff, and it seemed like they listen to somebody else before me. Somebody went to college or something. And somehow I developed a therapist slash doctor slash type skill. You feel me? Maybe a little bit of martial arts. Like, you have to do weird shit to activate. Like, say if you connecting, grounding, these trees is alive and they always talking. They always send out frequencies. The way the wind blows is martial arts. When you connect, focus on a certain tree branch and look at the way it sways and copy its motion as it moves. You start to feel the chi, the energy. That's your energy. So if that's your energy, and you know these enemies is manipulating your energy, literally, to even run a matrix. Let's just say this was like a movie, and that happened. And it was up to you to take your energy back. So they don't control you, but you could control everything they got going on to shut it down. People don't believe they can do that. than people are believing. But when you actually match the truth with the truth, you start seeing for yourself. Everybody has their own lane. It's pieces of a puzzle. Like, my lane, I've been trying to, I never took a physics class, but we gonna talk about physics and everything. But I'm gonna break it down from the ABCs. A through G will tell you everything we need to know about the crossing of the parallels. Because the dimensions coming together, like coming as a state, is making different shapes as another line connects to another line. Pretty much like alignments in the stars. You feel me? So that makes a different dimension. So A through G in physics tells you about the light. Like A is the angstrom, which is the angel sign for the Los Angels. It's a baseball team. And 144 is the symbol for that. Then you have your B, but the A low-key connects to the E. Like, that's the whole thing. When you talk about energy, you have all these different expressions. That's the thing about memory also. It expresses itself, or what you call this is the physical, when you remember. It's just people don't look at this as a dream of something they could take over. I mean, you could control your reality, but you can control this shit like a dream and actually do way more. It's way more than just having superpowers. It's like, we got niggas that's really on some whole weird shit. And we probably signed up for it, because that's what it seemed like from what I'm seeing. Citizenship, treaties. Niggas signed up for it. That's why I said the metaverse actually worked. If this is a simulation type shit, it's a matrix, how did it not work? It's to the point, I feel like I'm the only nigga in the dream alive. But then I be knowing some other niggas alive. But then at the same time, it's like when you dream and you was conscious of your dream, and the other person around you was conscious of their dream, and y'all was in the same dream, y'all most likely would be able to to talk to each other. Like, I met someone who was actually on that shit, and I was thinking it, and then she ended up telling me the next day about it. Shout out to her. Hope she's doing well. But like, shit is really real though. Like, it's just the frequency actually good for your body. That's like a brain thing too. So yeah, you're not the body. The body is like a suit. You're just in the body type shit. But like, the body is a vehicle that can do a lot of things. And you transmute energy, period. You're the X in between the two triangles in my symbol, which represents the cycle. You put it together, it's the shield or the Star of David. which activates the aura. But like, I don't even know why I'm still on here. I'm following along. I'm sorry, I've been bouncing around everywhere. There's one person on here, peace to you. Cause I just been just talking. I really can't sleep. I need to go grab some. I will grab some bud, but I'm just say fuck it. Close my eyes. I'm gonna wake up regardless. Really, that sleep thing be a mind thing too. There's probably been plenty of times you didn't have no sleep, but at the end of the day, you end up being straight. It's just when you stress about it, now your brain reacts to it. So, tomorrow's gonna be a good day. Feel me? But now that I know people actually viewing, I guess I could really get back on that energy. Because the only thing that's different about now is I'm not doing what I was doing, what made me even want to make a YouTube. Like I was writing and reading more shit that I don't really do. And I was writing down so I won't forget. Just so I can make shit click. That seemed weird, but it always come back to it being right, which is kind of scary. But I mean, what I learned in school, they said when you name something, give it a meaning. So if they controlling the school systems, they're doing the same shit. And when you look at the meaning, it's like, is this a joke? Like if anyone having pain behind their knee, it's called sarcolactic acid. Deals with the prefix sarco, which is in one of the pandemic words, SARS-CoV-2. Take the hyphen out, you get sarco. V2. The V2 deals with the 2000 megahertz, which dealt with the Mandela effect happening back back earlier this year, because the hertz was rising up. It went past 2024. And that's why it was really a Mandela effect. Now we're at the 2400s. It's not the 2000s no more. Back to this timeline shit. The sun is speeding it up like a timeline on that. And the Unix system, which is the computer universe, picks up on its frequencies and matches up to that timeline. Our memory matches up to that timeline, and we're decoding it. Because when you're aware of something, it changes the future. You know, like Back in the Future, or like shit like that. How it would actually change the future of these, a certain person knew something different or did something different. It would change the future. Which is a butterfly effect. So, speaking your truth, fuck if you don't think nobody will listen. Before I got in the fight, I was texting people, asking me for advice through email. I was like, yo, I might actually start this therapy shit. And after that, shit stopped changing. And then I ended up coming back with the timeline thing and drew it out. Try to make an illustration of it. Now I've been chilling since then type shit. It's just, they're a part of that. also. I used to think they wasn't. At the same time, they were part of that shit. It's just if you peep everybody just talking their truth, exposing stuff, it's going along this timeline. Shit be weird for me because the times I be supposed to free myself on a court date, it be on a portal date. I end up not going to that bitch or something. Shit be weird, bro. I just can't wait till all the chiefs step up. And the chosen ones, that's what it is. It's more than being chosen, you're elected. Meaning that you're already that person. It's just time for you to know it. But yeah, I'm about to hop off this shit. No, I was just chilling bored. Me looking at the time. It's OD. But yeah, y'all be safe. Stay in peace. Stay in your heart space. If it ain't right, it ain't righteous.